What's up, gamers? We've got some footage here. Check it out. This is some new Hawkeye footage that's been released by Crystal Dynamics. So a little bit of gameplay for you guys to see him in action. And this is all recorded on the PS5. This is 60 frames, 1080p. And we'll talk about a few things here, honestly. I got a little blurb here of some details. If we want to talk about what to expect on next-gen consoles while this is going. Some of these moves look absolutely sick. And this is a really good demonstration of how he is different from Kate Bishop. There's enough here. She's very portal. Lots of portals and stuff like that. There's us fighting Maestro. Which, does kind of look like an Abomination reskin, but we don't know. We won't know till we're in there playing. But yeah, they're talking higher frame rates, 4K resolution on PS5, Xbox Series X, 1440p for the Series S, which is still good. It's going to utilize the SSDs for faster loading and streaming times. Takes advantage of the GPU and memory to deliver the higher resolution textures. Now, if you're playing on PC, you're actually able to download a high-res texture pack as part of sort of like a DLC. You just go over there and you can download that. So what I'm thinking is maybe that's what's happening for our next-gen consoles. Maybe we'll be running that high-resolution texture pack. So maybe we will be in line with the PC version and what it delivers. It could be a thing. I don't want to overhype it, but I mean, it sounds like it's heading that way if we're really talking about making these textures even better. Let's see. Higher resolution models, improved heroics and armor destruction, farther draw distances, other enhancements that might leverage some of these new consoles. You feel like a true superhero. Of course, you can transfer your profiles and save games to the next-gen consoles. And, of course, since I've been playing the PS4 version on PS5, for me, it's literally just like downloading an update, and then I just start up the PS5 version. My save file will be there, ready to go. They're also talking about unlocking the frame rate. So, on my PS5, when I'm playing the PS4 version, we are actually... This looks so clean. We are actually able to run the game at 60 frames or at 4K. Either way, you have to pick. And I chose 60 frames because I think frame rate at the end of the day, especially in a high action game like this, that's going to look cleaner than higher resolutions. And as you're seeing from this footage here, the game looks gorgeous. So they're talking about uncapping it. Now, I don't know how crazy they're going to get, if it's going to be 120 FPS or higher, or what we're thinking. But I'm thinking it's probably some sort of like a variable frame rate type thing, where it'll decide, if there's a lot of things going on, it might vary the frame rate. But of course, you'll still have the option to lock it at 60 if that's your preference. And honestly, for me, I think that's good enough. But I'll definitely test and see how it runs at those higher frame rates. Impressive for consoles, and I think that might put us in the same realm as the PC version. Honestly, with my PC being a 1070 GPU, if my PS5 can run this game better than my 1070, that'd be phenomenal. I'd be very impressed. And I'd obviously stick with it. Something about his movement style is really good too. The fact that he's not doing all the warping and stuff, I think that's going to give him a different feel. And his finesse, honestly, is really good. So that's all the footage. It's gonna loop now, back to the beginning. But yeah, let me know in the comments below. Are you excited for the Hawkeye DLC coming March 18th? Are you excited for anything coming in the future to the game? You know, they were actually just talking that this is technically season 1 of the game. And so, you know, future seasons would obviously introduce different characters, probably different enemies and stuff. So I know everybody's getting tired of fighting the aimbots and Taskmaster and Abomination. And, you know, Maestro just kind of feels like they're reusing assets from Abomination. And I think some people might have felt that way with the Kate Bishop's boss with the Super Adaptoid. Was sort of something that, you know, kind of took after Taskmaster, because that Adaptoid kind of does the same thing that Taskmaster does. He was literally tasked with copying all the Avengers' powers to use against them. And so, you know, you saw like Thor's hammer and Cap shield and all these different things. Yeah, so actually this is looking really nice. So I'm seeing all the visual effects are looking really clean. Of course, the frame rate's looking really nice and steady. Even while there's lots of action, there's dust, there's different particles from all the different weapons and types of energy that are being used from all the characters. You know, you've got all those different elements at play. And you got the physics of, you know, capes and clothing and stuff happening as well. I mean, it looks good. You know, I know we're kind of sick of that type of gameplay, but this fight actually looks good, and I'm not seeing Abomination's fart dust, his gamma stuff. He does like the big gamma cloud that like insta kills everybody. That can be painful sometimes. But yeah, just look at how he fights and how good he is at dodging, how quick he's able to do that. His combos seem to weave together really nicely. You gotta hand it to Marvel's Avengers combat department, because every single character plays different, and every single character, no character plays the same, and every character just plays the way you would imagine you would want them to play. Based on whether you're watching the movies, reading the comics, any of the moves that you've seen these characters do in any mutation across pop culture, you're probably going to end up seeing some of those moves in the game. So they really have that at heart, and definitely pulling the combat designer from God of War was pure genius as far as combat goes in this game. So honestly, the onus on them now, you know, when they have combat and they have really solid characters, granted, you know, Hawkeye and Kate Bishop, probably not people's most favorite characters, right? People are probably more excited for bigger characters, you know, Avengers with powers, not just having two archers back to back. But I think with these two characters out of the way, you can move on to stuff like Black Panther and Spider-Man, Wolverine, and whatever else, Doctor Strange, wherever you're going to pull out of the woodwork. You know, you can really get in. You can still go with some of those third-party characters, but, you know, you can focus on characters that you know are going to be big hits and grand slams and have people picking up this game and wanting to play it, right? Because that's really what your second chance is right here with the Hawkeye DLC and the next-gen console update. This is your chance to get curious gamers interested in this game. They'll be like, oh, wow, it looks like they got the full squad of Avengers, and they got Kate Bishop in there, and it looks like they're, you know, going a certain direction with this. And, oh, I heard the story was really cool and that it runs really well. I think when people see stuff, you know, and they look away from just some of the hatred reviews that go out online, you know, I think this game is a little underrated in some sense. I think there's still a lot to work on, especially when it comes to variety, right? We're just fighting aimbots and labs. But there are some really beautiful outdoor environments. And like I said, the watchdog enemy type, we were fighting them in a video the other day. And honestly, they were exciting to fight in a fun, different challenge. The game just doesn't utilize that enemy type near enough in any of the missions. And so it's kind of a shame. It's kind of a shame that that's not utilized quite as much. So here's hoping in the future that we'll see more exciting stuff. I just wanted to showcase this gameplay, and it looks so clean, and it has me even more excited about Hawkeye. And I gotta have this costume. I gotta have the jeans and the t-shirt with the bullseye, because dude, this costume looks good. We could definitely get some casual Friday Avengers vibes going here. That's so cool. All right, gamers. Well, I want to thank you for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed this content. If you want to see more of it, definitely comment down below your thoughts. How do you feel about Marvel's Avengers? What do you think of the new DLC? Will you be playing it? Are you excited about playing it on next-gen consoles? Will it be something that you'll download or purchase? Or are you planning to stick with the PC version? You know, you got the full spread of different places where you can play and enjoy the game. So just let me know down in the comments. And of course, liking the video helps a lot here on the channel. I appreciate you guys supporting me here on YouTube. We'll definitely have an Avengers live stream probably next Thursday. That's been kind of our thing, is we come on when they drop the new outfits every week at the weekly reset, and we kind of try to do some challenges and level up our characters, and we definitely talk about the latest patch updates and all that kind of stuff. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next video. Take care. Bye.